ModNation Racers online servers are back, thanks to an extremely dedicated and hard-working team of fans who were able to recreate the servers. We welcome you to come in and join, and I'm going to show you how to do it on your PS3 regardless of firmware and play arguably one of the best racing games of all time. Here's how we're going to do it. If you're on original firmware, we'll simply head to your network settings. We'll select custom setup here. I do recommend picking Ethernet for better connection stability, if possible. And all the other settings we're going to leave as they are, except when we get to DNS. We're going to pick manual, and we're going to select the DNS that I've put on the screen right here. Make sure you enter this correctly. If you have custom firmware, there's another way we can do this without having to constantly change the console's DNS for all these fan servers. If you have any sort of custom packages such as Irisman, Multiman, or even Webman, we'll want to use those because that hosts a file transfer protocol server, and that's how we're going to edit this one file that I'm about to show you. Here I use Irisman just to navigate to the file to show you what we're talking about. ModNation Racers has a file called useroptions.xml, and this actually determines how we connect to the server. We can simply change the IP here from the default Sony one to the custom server, and it'll work just fine. Here's how we do it using Webman mod. Hit select start to show this menu. Your IP will show up in the top. Make sure to write that down. Next, we're going to get on the family computer. We're going to use FileZilla for this. It's my preferred client of choice. All we're going to do is go up to the host, and we're just going to type in the IP that we wrote down from Webman mod. And we're going to go ahead and click connect. If you do get an alert, disregard that. It's no issue. We're just using an older version of FTP on the PS3, so it's just letting us know. Now on the right side of the screen, we have our entire directory for the PS3. We need to find our game, which I'm doing currently in the video. If you're not in the US region, yours is going to be slightly different. Once we find useroptions.xml, right-click on View/Edit, and all you have to do from there is just good old Control-F on your favorite notepad device and replace the Sony servers, PlayStation Cloud, with our custom DNS. And then you're in. You don't have to change your DNS on your console anymore.
Oh my god. That's a person! There's people! There's people! There hasn't been people in this game for 8 years!
So if you've made it to this part of the video, I don't really think you need convincing, but you never know. Maybe you need to send this to a friend who needs convincing to play this game. And I'm going to tell you why you should connect to these fan servers. Number one, online racing in this game is just truly incredible. And the reason being is the weaponry, the different mechanics behind holding boost, using it to unlock secrets, shortcuts, using it to actually boost, gain your speed back, or saving it for when a weapon comes and you need a shield bad and desperately. Online racing is extremely fun too because the host gets to pick the track, and the track can be any published track. As long as the track has a start and an end, it can be played online with up to 12 people at once. The controls in this game are just extremely tight. Drifting is extremely fun. It's so well done. In fact, it feels very realistic, this kart controls. I don't know how else to really describe it, but when I play other games like Mario Kart, the controls are obviously good. They're not bad. But this, it really makes you feel like you're in a little go-kart and you're just going around. And you have full control over your actions. These other games sometimes doesn't necessarily feel like that. It feels like it's a little bit guided almost. Another great thing about this that you don't really see in other karting games is the ability to adjust your driving style. And what I mean by that is you can gear your build towards acceleration, speed, drifting, or handling, or a combination of the both. I personally played this game for a long time with +2 drift and +1 or +2 speed, but then I changed it to +1 handling and kept the speed, and I really liked doing that. And look at me, I made a change after playing the game like that for 15 years. So anyone can adjust these controls. The ability to make your own character, share your own character, download other people's characters, karts, tracks. I mean, the track editor in this is just incredible. I'm not very good at making custom creations of this. There's a lot of people who are far better than me, and I download their stuff, but it's just so unbelievably fun. Having a user profile, XP, text chat, the mod spot itself that I showed is so fun, being able to hang out with people. You can just spend all day there if you want, talk to people. The top mods, top carts, top tracks, the hot lap that resets every 24 hours. Heck, even having a career mode, which you don't really see in some of the Mario Kart games. This career mode's really fun. The user-created tracks are not in the career mode. It's actually the developers who made these tracks, and they're really good, and they showcase all the different regions very well, with various difficulties as you go on, and you can unlock different items to use for your character when you meet the requirements in these races. It really just is one of my favorite kart racing games of all time, and this community is only going to get bigger, especially now that this is back online. There is a Discord server that I think you should join, and it's where a lot of people for this game hang out, and there's pretty much something always going on. You can also get updates about bugs, the status of the server, features coming up next. There's competitions held, like creative competitions, all that jazz. It's just a really fun game. It also runs pretty well on RPCS3. There's some settings in that server as well for that. Really give it a try. I think you'll really enjoy what this kart racer has to offer, and you might even wonder, why was this game left on the PS3? I think we're asking the exact same question. Why was this left on the PS3? I think we're all asking that. So I hope to see you out there on the tracks and in the mod spot, and thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below or ask in the Discord. We're here to help.